everybody, it's Carrie. Today I'm going to do a makeup look inspired by a photo that I saw from Glamzilla. It's a really pretty pink look. I'll try and put a photo of it up here. If I can, I'll try. I'm still learning how to edit and, you know, do all the things, so I'll do my best. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do today, a pink look. Again, I'm still working on my lighting. I film in front of a window, so yeah. Anyways, as you can see, there's some shadows. If the shadows start to come, I apologize. Should I do eyes first? I probably should do eyes first, because it's a pink look, and if there's any fallout, I don't want to get all over my makeup. So anyways, so what we're gonna do, sorry, it's a little dusty. We're gonna go in with the Jaclyn Hill Morphe collab that they did. I know this is an old palette, but I love it. It's the palette, Jaclyn Hill palette volume 2 collab with Morphe. It's a gorgeous palette. I have the first one as well, but this is, oh my god, are you kidding me? Like, it's just gorge. But we're gonna use like those pinks and those purples. So it's kind of daunting. I haven't done like a color look in like forever. So a little nervous. Like I said, I'm gonna be using the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe collab that they did. It's the volume 2. I love these palettes that they did together. I know people have issues with Morphe and all that other whatever, but you know what? The palettes were good. They were good. I'm going to use the Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish by e.l.f. To just kind of like prime my lids. And that's the same concealer that I'm going to be using to go under my eyes as well. I'm going to use my beauty sponge to kind of blend that out. I'm looking down here because my mirror's down here, so I'm doing my eyes first because we are doing like pinks and purples and stuff like that, so it can get a little messy, you know, like if we have some fallout and stuff like that. So just gonna do that. And then, where did I put my brush? Taking a brush like this. This is like my favorite brush, this favorite type of brush. These are all like just generic type brushes that I have. Nothing special, but it's that kind of shape that I like. I just use like my color switch type thing to clean it off. Gonna go in with, I think I'm gonna go in with, let's see here, probably like this one first. And then just really light very pigmented. Oh, see, the sun's coming. It's going down and we're gonna get these shadows again. Why do I always decide to film right now? Like, Carrie, you should know better. But see, I work nights, so this is the time like where I've gotten up, I've had my coffee, like my day is literally flip-flopped. So I've had my coffee, I've been up for a minute, and then now I want to start my day. So like this is me starting my day now. And of course, it's when the sun decides to start setting. But anyways, how are you guys doing? We're just going into this outer corner a little bit in the crease, blending, going down by the lash line, blending, circular motions, just get that in there. Did you guys watch the red carpet for the Met Gala? Oh my God. Some of the, sorry, that knocking sound is just me tapping off the excess of the eyeshadow. Going over to the other eye, doing the same exact thing. Going into the crease, along the lash line, and then blending it out. Did you guys watch the Met Gala, the red carpet for the Met Gala? Oh my God, let me tell you. Some of the outfits were absolutely gorge. Like, you know what? So I know the big thing is like, Kardashians, what are the Kardashians wearing? Oh my God, Kim Kardashian, what is she wearing? Kylie, what is she wearing? I'm sorry, I did not like any of their outfits except for Chris's. I thought Chris looked absolutely... I'm also holding close to the end of the brush because it lets you do a lighter hand. If you hold up here, you end up putting more pressure on your eye, and then it makes it more rough, more darker, and you just end up putting more pressure. When you hold at the end of the brush, you do lighter, softer, circular motions. Anyways, what do you, like, did you guys watch? I thought Chris looked absolutely beautiful. I know a lot of people are talking about her like plastic surgery and, you know, like, oh my God, she had so much plastic surgery, but I thought she looked gorgeous. I don't know if it was really on theme of what the night was. I mean, it was, you know, fashion and arts merge, which is what the Met Gala is about, but I'm just going back in with the same color that I showed you just to try and darken it up a little bit. Go into the crease. But I thought she looked absolutely beautiful. I thought Chris looked absolutely beautiful. The rest of the Kardashians, I don't understand their outfits. I think Kim looked like a superhero. Maybe that's what she was going for. I just don't get it. Like, you know, and I mean, look at me. I'm in a tank top and I'm just like chilling here. Like, I mean, obviously I'm not the most fashionable person on this earth, but you know, I'm also just sitting at home and I'm not going to the Met, but, you know, the Met Gala, but, you know, their outfits were just, and I know, you know, you're trying to stand out, you're trying to, you know, do your thing, and I don't understand their outfits of like, the whole nipple thing. I don't get it. I don't get the whole nipple thing that they were trying to do. Like that just... I'm just bringing this out just a little bit more. Still blending. It's a lot of blending. Anyways, yeah, I just don't understand their outfits very much. You know, Kim looked like this weird superhero. I don't know. I don't understand. I'm gonna go into the color next to the one that we were using. This one right here. Right there, we were using that one. Now we're gonna use this one. Yeah, I just don't understand, just to darken this up a little bit. But yeah, I just don't understand the whole concept of what they were doing. But that's me, and also, you know, I'm not at the Met, and I wasn't invited to the Met Gala, and yeah, I just don't get it. But there was some really, really pretty. I'm just using my color switch to get off some of the pigment, because I need to blend this right here. But there was some pretty outfits that, you know, dresses and stuff that were just absolutely gorgeous. Going down the red carpet, you know, that obviously a lot of people would just die to be in. And, you know, I'm absolutely jealous. You know, I would love to be in one of those gowns one of these days. Doing the same thing on this eye. But what do you guys think? What do you think about the outfits? And so I have really small hooded eyes, so like when I just look forward, you don't see my eyelids. You just see like the upper part, like this fatty part right here. You don't see like the lid itself. So I tend to bring the color up a little bit more just so you can see. Ooh, the sun's going behind a cloud. This is the only time that I will ever want the sun to go away, because I love the sun and I desperately need the sun. Because where I live, we have snow for 6 months out of the year, and I'm very low on vitamin D, so I have to take vitamin D supplements, and it's not fun. I'm using my color switch. My Inspired by color switch. I'm gonna go into a purple. I think I'm gonna do this one first and then go into that one. But yeah. Anyways, don't worry, I'm gonna be cleaning this up, so I know it looks crazy right now, but I will be cleaning that up. Now I'm gonna go into that second darkest purple that that I had showed you before. Just darkening up this outer corner here. You know, I think they did a good job on this purple too, because purple is like notoriously hard to make. So I think that they did a good job. You know, generally it's very patchy, it's you know, stuff like that, but I think that they did a good job in formulating this purple. So I'm bringing it out just a little bit, but I'm trying to keep it quite tight. And just the outer lid, a little bit in the crease there to darken it up, bring some dimension in there. Do you guys have any favorite like YouTubers that you watch? I'm like absolutely obsessed with watching the Welsh twins. Their channel together, the Welsh twins, and then their separate channels, James Welsh and Robert Welsh. Oh my god, one, they are absolutely hilarious. Two, they're both separately very informative. James talks about skincare and everything on his channel, and then Robert talks about makeup on his channel. Oh my god, they are absolutely wonderful. And hilarious. Like tears down your face, hilarious. Like I'm literally dying for days watching their YouTube channel. It is absolutely great. They're English. Oh god, I'm telling you, like just phenomenal. Phenomenal. Do I want to go in with that? Sorry, I've got literally colors all over my hand now. Do I want to go in with that or that? I think I might go in with this color right here, and then this color like in the inner corner. Might be a little hard with my nose. But we'll try. So I like to use my finger to put on any shimmers any metallics or anything like that, because I feel like it goes on better when you use your finger. You can also take your brush, like a flat brush, and wet it and then put it on. But your finger, I feel, applies best. Just doing the same with this one. I don't know if you can see it. It's not coming off the greatest on camera, but it's there. It looks pretty when I'm looking in my mirror, excuse me. But yeah. All right, I'm gonna go clean this up and then I will be right back. Okay, as you can see, I've cleaned this up. I've used a like cotton pad and some micellar water and just kind of went like that, cleaned it up around here, made it like that, and we're done with this part of the eye. Now I'm gonna go on to the base, which I'm going to use this Tier cushion foundation. It is the Tier Mask Fit Red Cushion. I am in 13N Fair Ivory. Now, with this, like I said, I've been watching Robert Welsh, okay? He says to put this on like this. So then you can dab it on here like that and it gives more control. I've been having a hard time with, and he says to just a couple, and he says it will look like nothing, but oh, Carrie, I forgot to do primer. What am I doing? I'm going to use the Vive Skin Nova primer. It says Skin Perfecting Radiance Primer and Hydrator. Directions for use. Apply to bare skin for an instant effortless glow. Use as primer under makeup for hydrating, long-lasting complexion. So I'm going to do that. I can't believe I forgot. Freaking primer. So this is what it looks like on my hands. Not that my face really needed a glow, but ooh. I mean, usually I don't like glowy products because my face is really oily, but I'm not going to be wearing this makeup for like an extremely long amount of time. Like, I'm not wearing this to work or anything. I'm just kind of just wearing it for a few hours and then I'll be taking it off. So it's fine for a few hours. If I was wearing it for like a work day, I would wear like a sticky primer like the e.l.f. one, or like the the e.l.f. Grippy primer. I would be wearing something like that because I want it to hold. But anyways, back to the old Tier. Gonna put it in like that. Got it like that. Just a couple dips. Let's see. I know this color looks light, but once I put like a bronzer and everything on, it will look a lot better. So the only thing I worry about is, like, you know, in my corners of my nose, stuff like that, because that's where it's the hardest for my, like, that's where it's the hardest to get product in there. So you do, when you have your hand in it like this, you do have more control over the pad. So I'll get a good base layer on, and then I will go in with like a beauty sponge, kind of just blend out like the seams, because I don't need, like I said, I don't need like a ton, which, and I don't want a ton of product on my face. I don't want to look like a cake face or anything like that. I just want some product down to cover up, because I've got rosacea, you know. Okay. So now I'm just going to go in with my beauty blender. And kind of match up all the seams. So I feel like we can see that Skin Nova like literally peeking through. Look how like glossy my skin looks. It looks pretty. Yeah, I like that. Put that away. And then I'm gonna go in with blush, and I'm using the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush, yeah, Camo Liquid Blush. So I'm just gonna do, because I want this, you know, of course, to be really pinky. Really pinky. I'm using a separate beauty sponge for my other cream products. Bringing it up on the forehead. I just want to be very pinky. Go across my nose. I'm sorry, the accents just come out. I apologize to anybody who's English. Please don't take offense. I'm just being silly. You know, and some of this will get covered too. I'm not just like looking like a crazy fool right now. But I mean, I am looking like a crazy fool right now. But this will get covered too by the concealer that I'm gonna put down. Oh no, the sun's coming back out. No, 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 no. Oh my god, my last video was like racing with time. Oh my god. I look so pink. Anyway, so my concealer will cover some of this, so I just don't look like I've just been burnt look. But I don't know, I kind of like that look. but that's just me. Okay, now we're gonna go in with, where did I put it? I'm sorry, I'm a huge e.l.f. fan, so you're gonna see a lot of e.l.f. Products in here, okay? So this is the e.l.f. Putty Primer, and I believe it's tan lines. So we're gonna use this, and I'm gonna use the butt end of my beauty sponge. And we're gonna put that on your forehead, and then bring it down. And again, if you see this jiggle, we don't judge, okay? We're work in progress. Work in progress. So, what's new with you guys? Oh, like I was saying, do you guys watch any, like, let me know who you watch on YouTube. I'm looking for some new people to watch because, like I said, I'm watching James and Robert Welsh, and I am just loving them. They're so informative. I just love, like, you know, because these days we just scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, and I just feel like I'm not learning anything. I'm just one of those people. I want to learn. I want to learn. Tell me, you know, like, give me some info. Like, I want to learn. And with James, he talks about all this skincare stuff, which I need because I've got rosacea. I'm trying to, you know, learn what's good for my skin, what's not good for my skin. I also have oily skin, so I'm like trying to learn. So I'm like, you know, just tell me what the tea is on what I can do for my skin, because she needs help. And, you know, and then with Robert, like, any good makeup tips, because obviously I'm here, I'm doing makeup, but you know, what's new, what's happening, tell me, I want to learn. So going in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer again for my under eyes. But yeah, like, you know, I want to learn, and these guys are like amazing. I don't want to do too much because, like, a little goes a long way. But I like to learn, and they are great. And are you guys, like, what kind of things do you watch on YouTube? Do you guys watch just stuff to get your mind off of things, like at the end of the workday, or you know, like, are you, sorry if you guys hear me breathing, because like I said in my last video, I automatically go to, I can't breathe through my nose, and I go so I apologize. You know, I probably should get like a brush for doing my under eyes. What do you guys think? Do you think using a beauty blender or a brush is easier for doing your concealer under your eyes? I feel like this is too big. Anyways, so yeah. Anyways, well, I'll just continue doing this, and you guys can watch while I do this. This is a really good, like, where you can, like, also cut out, like, your eyeshadow right now too, if you need to do that. See how it also, like, blended the blush right here as well, so you don't look as pinky, but yeah, coming together. Okay, now I did get some powder. I think I'm only gonna lightly powder. I'm using the e.l.f. because I want it to be really glowy, which is normally not me, but like I said, I'm only gonna have this on for a few hours. This e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder, Can you see it? Okay. So I think I'm gonna do that, and I'm just gonna do a little dusting, you know, over my face. Always clean off the brushes, just, you know, even if they don't have anything on them. This one I use just for dusting, not anything crazy. So this one, I'm literally just like going over my face lightly with the powder. Okay, that looked like a little bit more than. But see how it did take down some of the shine, which is completely fine because, like I said, your natural oils will come through. And like I said, I'm an oil girly. So, you know, my oils will come through. But yeah, I just want to do a little bit. Normally I bake down my T-zone pretty heavily, under my eyes pretty heavily, but today I just want to leave it pretty light. Just like that. And then I'm going to go in with my normal, like, bronzers, blushes. I'm going to use the Vive Modern Bronzer. Love this. This is in the light one. This is what it looks like. And like I said last time, I literally dip into both. I go, so we'll do that. They are pigmented, so just be wary. And then down my neck. And then for blush, because I want to keep the pink theme going, if I can get this open because I've got my nails on. This NYX Professional Makeup Buttermelt Blush in Butter Together. This is what it looks like. Gonna do that. Gonna first clean my brush. And these are really pigmented as well, so I'm just gonna, see, very pigmented. Don't wanna go too crazy. Down my nose a little bit. I love a pink nose because it looks like you're sun-kissed, and I like being sun-kissed. And then I'm going to take my brush that I used for putting some setting powder on my face and kind of just go around and kind of swish everything together, kind of just melting the other products together. And then I'm gonna spray my face with, oops, not that, Carrie. Sorry. If I go into an accent and if I offend you, I apologize. I can't help it. It just does it. Mario Badescu facial spray. Can I learn how to talk, please? Facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. Oh my God, I suck. Why am I doing that? Anyways, so I spray this on my face. This also helps to melt the products together. Do you ever feel like you totally miss a complete part of your face? So I'm just gonna let that settle in. Look down and curl. I hate curling my eyelashes. It's like one of the worst things ever. Okay. curl that one again. Oh. Okay. It makes my eyes water. I can see a spot right there. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with Artist Couture highlighter in Summer Haze. Diamond Glow Powder is what it says, but I use it as highlighter. Ooh, tip of the nose. Cupid's bow. A little bit right there, a little bit right there. All the points where like the sun would hit. A little bit more in the nose. Oh, all the glowy products that Vive Skin Nova, the e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder, the Artist Couture highlighter. I'm telling you, we are gonna glow. We are gonna glow. Now I'm going to brush up my Corey's eyebrows and then go in and fill these in. I'm not a big brow person. I just like to fill them in just a little bit. Give them a bit of color because my eyebrows are pretty light. I literally do them together and then brush them out. Like I said, I'm not a big brow person. And they probably will look crazy as I'm doing them. By the way, this is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil in like the brown, the taupe brownie shade. And that is good enough for me. Oh my god, I didn't do... Why do I keep forgetting this? Nose contour. I take the Modern bronzer from Vive. I take the first shade, which is a more cool toned bronzer. And then just go like this. So I take from the top of my brow and go right down. Same on the other side. And then I kind of just brush it out. Brush it out. Much better, much better. And then I'm going to do lower lash line. This isn't the proper brush, but I don't know where my brush is at. Could use this one, I suppose. Use a brush like that to go along your lash line. What color? I think we're going to use that deep purple that we used on the upper lid. And I have to be really careful because I have really small lids. I barely have a bottom lid. So I have to be very careful when I do bottom lash line because it will smudge and not the right way. And you know what? I make the ugly mascara face when I do this too. We all have one, okay? There we go. Next is, I'm going to set my face, then we're going to do mascara, because I don't do mascara until afterwards, because otherwise it would run down my face. And then lips. So I'm going to set my face. And I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible 3-Second Setting Mist, up to 36 hours. And let me tell you, this is amazing. It will hold your makeup till the end of time. It is great. And then Glamzilla in that picture had darker lips, so I'm gonna use my Truth or Dare from ColourPop lip liner collection, and I'm gonna go with this darker lip, or dark lip liner. This is in Pitch. This is really dark. Probably should have went one down. And if you mess up, you know you can always fix it, because it's just makeup, guys. So just smudge it out a little bit like that. And then I'm going to use the She Glam. It's a liquid lip in Millionaire. Not a fan of the color, really. And now we're gonna do lashes. So I've already curled my lashes. I'm gonna use the Essence I Love Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara. Again, you're gonna probably see the crazy mascara face. And I will get mascara all over my face. If you do, you let it dry and then you wipe it off. It's really easy. So now we're just gonna let this dry, and like I said, I got some right here because my eyes are really small, and to get it in there, it's really hard. But that's that. So this is my face close up. Like I said, we are really dewy, but this is my eyes. I ended up putting that really light pearly color in the corner, like I said at the beginning of the video. But these are my eyes, my skin. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Let me know if you like it. I know this is like a meh video, but I don't know. I like how the makeup turned out. I think it's very pretty. I know it's not an everyday look, but I think it's pretty. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what kind of looks you guys would like me to do in the future. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye!